Bristol Community College, Mathematics with Dan Avedikian, Math 060, Topics in Developmental Mathematics, Section 4.9, Problem 3. This is Section 4.9, Problem 3. It says if Kelly invests $1,200 at 10% simple interest, how much interest will she earn in 18 months? So the first thing you have to do with one of these problems is determine which of the two formulas from this section that you need to use. There's a simple interest formula and there's a compound interest formula. And it'll usually be pretty clear if you read through the question and pay attention for that. And this one is clearly indicated simple interest. So the simple interest formula is I equals PRT, and we fill it in. So I is the interest earned, that's what we want to find. P is for principal or initial investment, which is $1,200. R is the rate as a decimal, so it's the 10%, but as a decimal, you can't put in 10, it's 0.10. And you don't really need the 0 at the end. You can just call that 0.1. That's the same as 0.10. But a lot of times, 10%, it just looks nice if you make it a 0.10, but you really don't have to. You can make it a 0.1. And here's the tricky part of this problem. If you're not reading it carefully, the T for time, you put in 18, but you can't do that because the formula will think that the money's invested for 18 years. It's set up for years. So you have to convert the 18 months to how many years. So I happen to know that 18 months is 1.5 years. Now, if you don't happen to know that, how would you get it? So when they give you the time in months, what you want to do is number of months divide by 12 because there are 12 months in the year. So number of months is 18. So we have 18 divided by 12. Now, you can either do that as a fraction, and I can see that 6 divides into both evenly. 6 divides into 18 3 times, divides into 12 twice. 3 halves can be written as 1.5 or 1.5 for the formula. A lot of people like decimals better. Or let's say you really don't like fractions, and there's a lot of people that don't. Just take your calculator, numerator, divide by denominator equals, and the calculator will tell you immediately that that fraction is equivalent to 1.5. So however you do it, to get this problem right, you have to convert that 18 months into 1.5 years because the T is for time, but specifically time in years. So 18 months is 1.5 years. Now that you have it filled out, you can go ahead and multiply it through. Again, for this section, most teachers will let you use a calculator. The numbers get pretty big, especially for the compound interest formula. So if you multiply across, 1,200 times 0.10 is just going to turn into 120. 1.5 120s is 180. And your calculator can do that for you if you don't see it easily. So you earn $180 worth of interest. And now, because it's money, if you want to do a nice job, you can put a dollar symbol, do $180 and no cents, like that. So the amount of money earned in interest is $180.